It's a great day to talk hockey with Grant McCagg on HabsCast.
Here's a cheers to Superstar Slaf. We are seeing the blossoming of the NHL's next star power forward, folks, right before our eyes. It's getting to be repetitive, but what another great game by Slaf. My goodness. He's I knew he could always shoot the puck. And earlier in the year, even I was getting impatient with saying, geez, I don't know how many times he's going to hit 30 goals. Well, he's going to hit it a few times. We're finally seeing that, that full package, right? It's just boom. Here it is. Wow. He's on pace now for 28 goals and 60 points. I think he can hit 30 and 70 the way he's going. I think it's 18 points in his last 17 now. 3 straight multi-point games. 7 points in his last 3. Oh my goodness. Love that third period comeback. I had my thumbnail ready, which was this Tampa Bay Luckning. Oh man, I was just burning. There's no frickin' way they should have been up 3-0 after it was unbelievable that the broken stick by Demidov, and the Habs have been all over them, and he freaking breaks the stick, and that's it. They score on their first chance. Kucherov, and then again, come out of the box. I mean, he's going to score here too. They didn't, but then seconds later they did. And then, the hitting the frickin' ref, the puck hitting the ref, the linesman, and I don't know if horseshoes can fit in Christmas stockings, but John Cooper and the Lightning players got effing short horseshoes in their stockings, because there's no way. They didn't deserve 2 points tonight. They didn't deserve -1 point tonight. But at least the Habs came back, got a point, because it looked like they were done like dinner. That Kapanen line, well, call it the Slaf line if you want now. Wow. They're, for such a young trio, are they ever promising? They're the first line right now. Marty sent out a smoke signal there, putting Texe up to Kent, saying, get me a first liner. I think they won't wait long to put Doc up with those guys, I don't think, because it's not working with Bolduc. And they need they needed to trade for Stamkos a month ago, but that looks like that ship has sailed. Wish they'd have kept that salary room for Stamkos now instead of Danault. I know it's only 2 games in, but man, he has looked pretty underwhelming so far. Can see why LA wasn't that. They weren't. They were pretty quick to trade him when he made the request, because he needs to get his game back in order, because he doesn't look like the player that left Montreal, that's for sure, right now. And hopefully he can get it back, because I haven't been too impressed through the first 2 games at least. Demidov, well, what a promising rookie, eh? And Cappy, I don't know how many shots he had tonight, dude. He had a pile of chances. 5 shots for Cappy again tonight. Another solid game from him. He, with a little luck, he has 2 or 3 points and a couple of goals. Again, strong. I loved the pass he made to Slaf. Demi with him, and he put it right in the right spot. That reminded me of the remember the pass to Mario Lemieux against the Russians. That the pass Gretzky had Murphy coming up, and he threw it back right near the blue line to Lemieux, who came down the middle. That famous 6-5 game. Yeah, it reminded me of that. It was a very similar type of play. You know, pass it back to the guy just coming over the blue line. Slaf came in. He's got a good shot when when he's got the room, right? That was exciting, and that was just fabulous, fabulous comeback. Yeah, they lost in the shootout. What else is new? At least they went with Demidov this time. Marty finally said, "Okay, I guess I got to stop going with 0 for 16 Suzuki with as a first shooter." Um, I knew when Gonsalves scored on the first, and it was over. Basically, got to stop that first shot, really, as a rule, and Demi loses it, of course. Shootouts. It's just field goal kicking contest to end the game. Once again, the Canadians dominated overtime. It was Brig. Doesn't seem to matter what team they play against. Maybe Colorado would be the only one where, they could get dominated in overtime, but like Tampa has got, Kucherov, they've got Point, they've got Gensel. Like they've got some skilled players, but Montreal in overtime is just wow. I wish they get Demi and Slaf out for a little longer in overtime because they really look good. They're looking better and better. The 3-on-3, those two. Whoa. It's too bad that Caulfield was gassed at the end of that when Slaf was coming up with it because that could have ended her there too. They've dominated overtimes, and it's too bad that they couldn't end it there. But ending up with a point out of that's got to be character building. It's a huge point. I said going into this 5-game road trip that they're on, if they can get 5+ points, that's good. So far, they're on, 1 game, 1 point, so they're 500, and that's basically all you can hope for. I guess Florida's playing tomorrow night, are they? I know that Montreal's got they're playing 3 teams that play back to back, so Tampa looked pretty gassed. Montreal certainly was the better team tonight, and they should have come out with 2 points, but as it turned out, they were lucky just to get the 1. Let's have a look at the stats here. That was just that was an unbelievable comeback. Very exciting. Hudson again was absolutely great. He played 28-13, Dobson 27-29, Matheson third in ice time. I don't mind that. 26-37. Caulfield Suzuki 22-22, Slaf 20, Demidov 18. I like that. Gotta give the boys their ice time. Carrier was under 20. Again, I like that too. Deneau 16-52. I don't know. That's a little too much ice time as far as I'm concerned. Is there a player in the league that has a softer shot than Phil Deneau? He just has no power on that shot at all. I just still boggles my mind how he scored 27 one year in LA. Must have like bounced off his head or something. But Slaf 2 goals, 1 assist. Demidov golden assist +2. Caulfield with another helper. Matheson. Hudson picked up 1 assist, but beastly again. Arbor, that was we didn't see any of Sabern after that, hey. That was the end of his night. Good night, Irene. He clocked him a good one. Nice to see Arbor win a scrap. Maybe this will get his mojo back when it comes to scrapping, because that was a knockout blow for sure. But Slaf, it's just you know, a guy like Ratnan about this age, like I see a lot of similarities to Rantanen, but I think there's even more skill there. Just curious what Rantanen got. Just bear with me for a sec here. Just curious what his stats were when he was 21. All right. Yeah. When he was just turning 21, he had 84 points, so that was his breakout year. And it looks like Slaf, 29 goals, 84 points. Looks like Slaf's on that same kind of path, right? Breakout at 21, and become the productive power forward that the Habs were hoping for when they drafted him. He's like I don't know, in the last 5 games, he's maybe been the best player on the ice every night, if not the best, one of the 2 best. And that's hey, that just bodes so well for the future here, right? Rocking and rolling. Absolutely. I loved it. I couldn't be happier about about losing in Shootout than I am tonight. It's here's this laugh, because he he looks like we know why the Canadians picked him first overall now. It's official. He's not Slafkovsky, as some people used to say. Wrong. Slafstarsky. And here's to Slafstarsky. All right. Back to the stats again for a sec here. So Cappy and Dobson each had 5. Slaf had 5. So 3 guys with 5 shots. 36 on the game. As far as hits go, Bolduc, 5 hits. Well, he never has the puck, so I guess he's got a hit, right? Anderson with 4. They were the main hitters there. Cappy with another 2 blocks. He's become a blocking machine. Dobson with 4. Dobson's been good with the blocks. Cappy was 43%. That's acceptable on faceoffs. Delano 75. Dano 72. Hey, there we go. He did something well tonight, at least. Suzuki even 69. So 63% in the faceoff dot. That's encouraging. Dano's helping that part of things. Hopefully, it's just a matter of him getting his legs back. But certainly through 2, he's been pretty ordinary. Coughed up the puck a couple of times tonight too. Wasn't that impressed with Dano the last 2 games, but hey, we know he's not going to be scoring a lot of goals. I want better defense too. Demidov time PP. Arbor won his first fight clean in a while. Yeah, part of the guy got beat bad. Yeah, legs went all jello. Oh yeah, he clocked him. We'll go play some pond hockey on Christmas Day with the locals. Yeah, I know. That was I meant to mention that the other day. That doesn't shock me at all. Only thing I'm surprised about is but I think what probably happened was the Hudsons were heading to Minnesota, right? Because Cole was playing in the Cole's playing in the World Juniors, so they wouldn't have been home. You know, it would have been just too hectic. So Lane stayed. Lane stayed in Montreal this time around, and then of course he gets Demi out too. Eh? The two of them just live and breathe hockey, and it's pretty refreshing to see going out and playing outdoor hockey. Imagine being a kid. What a thrill that'd be, eh? Passing the puck to those guys. Love to see the passion they have. Yeah. It's a great first period for the Habs. I wish they would have cashed in on at least one of those power plays. You know, I felt it. I don't know. I just felt it early in the games. These guys, they're not going to score. I thought they might get shut out the whole game, but third period got rolling, and you know, I mean, that was just a hell of a comeback. Not much more you can say. Just like to be down 3-0 and score 4 goals in Tampa. Like, how often has that happened? It can't be often. Demidov scored early. That was important. Demidov got his 10th. Slaf and Dobson assisted. Then Holmberg scored, and I thought, okay, well, that's it. You know, almost right away after the friggin' lucky tip. Everything was lucky with those bastards tonight. They just luck. They were luck. Everything was luck for Tampa. They got clearly outplayed, and then Slaf scored his 12th, and Cappy with that really nice pass. The Gretzky to Lemieux pass. So what I call it. Dobson, then that one really gave hope, and the Canadians then kept it in the Tampa zone for like 2 straight minutes after, and had a bunch more chances. Then Slaf with his 13th. Demidov assist number 22 already. Hudson assist number 31. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just curious here. So Slaf gets his 13th goal before Christmas, right? Or sorry, before the new year. Just curious as to when, and I'm going to look it up here. When he got his 13th goal last year. So what did he end up with, 15 or 18 last year? Okay. So 18, 17. He got his 15th goal on March 22nd last year. Okay, his 15th. He got his 13th on March 12th of last year. Slaf got his 13th goal on March 12th last year. This year, end of December. So January, February. Got 2.5 months to be ahead of last year's pace. Not too shabby. So Demidov needs to change his sticks. Yeah, as long as he doesn't borrow Matheson's. I don't know. Having issues with the sticks, eh? Fowler seems to have issues on breakaways. I've noticed that's most of the men. Oh, I don't know about that. No, he made some big saves on breakaways too. I don't know. No, you don't remember the first couple of games? He's he's made some big saves on breakaways too. That's some horrible puck luck. Yeah, I know. And yes, I agree. No player I hate more than Kucherov, and the prick scores a couple. That T-shirt, yeah, I was not impressed. They're Tampa Bay. I don't like. Not on the level of Toronto or Boston. Well, yeah, I probably hate Tampa more than Boston now. Right now, we just need one goal to turn this around. Oh, this is early, eh? Poor fellow keeps getting hung out to dry. All right, so all these guys that were posting early on. Let's get past here. And yeah, I guess I didn't mention that, right? Slaf scored. Slaf scored the game tire with 3 seconds left. So getting a point out, hey, I was pretty happy. Sammy, the kids are amazing. Yeah, the kids are all right, aren't they? Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, I got some catching up to do here. Just bear with me here. Without all the bounces, Habs win in regulation 5-1. Yeah, I know. As I had prepared when I thought they were losing, the Tampa Bay Luckning. Oh God, they had horseshoes up their ass tonight. You know, they've had enough. They've had enough lucky things like the Kucherov. I'm ready just in time for the playoffs. Bullshit. All the other. We've seen it with them before. Montreal has gone in and dominated games against them the first period and end up losing. And it's like, oh, here we go again. Habs pissed off the hockey gods tonight, pretty much. But as Mark said, and I repeated, they show a lot of character to come back in that game. Absolutely. Good experience for Fowler. Yeah. Yeah. He hung in there and managed to get a point. Johansson was 0 for 6 in shootouts for tonight. We just gave him his first career shootout win. And there you go. Habs got to end these games. It feels like they got to end it in OT, doesn't it? I don't know. Bad second period again cost the team. Fowler has an issue when it comes to one-on-one breakaway and now shootout. And I don't know. Slaf the beast. Absolutely. I can go back and show you all sorts of Fowler saves on breakaways. You're using too much of a sample size, Samurai, to be concluding that. Too small sample size. I can't stand the shootout. Yeah. Did the Canadians order their sticks from Saputo, the cheesemaker of Montreal? Hey, Eddie Match. Frickin' matchsticks. Tony Montana with the best tweet of the best text of the night so far. Here, Tony, have a snort on me. Say hello to my little friend. Yeah, Jack, I did get a good shot in on Savarin. Slaf has been our best forward for a good part of the season. Pretty much, man. Ultimately, the difference was the linesman Damsgate. Yeah, well, I was told that was Slaf's fault too. There's always different perspectives of it, eh? What was Slaf's doing passing it there. Not the Rust fault. No, still freaking stopped the puck. Not for a few bad bounces and broken sticks, game could have ended differently. Yeah. Yeah. But would the Habs have pressed like they did, down 3 goals, right? Would they have scored 4 goals in the third period if they were up by a goal or not? Anyway, they got the point. I wonder if any advantage these new sticks give is lost with all the scoring chances they're lost when they break. Yeah, I've still got my Easton aluminum. I'm still tempted to mail it to Matheson, but it would be a little too short, I think. I used to listen to Howie Meeker and cut it off like here. And I think Matheson probably uses, he's taller and he uses a longer stick, I'd imagine, as a defender. What do you call him, Slav, when it is Slaf? Yeah. We all wonder that. That's a burning question. Because he can. Because he's a special member. Got the green. He's got the green emblem. So, as far as I'm concerned, Sheldon can say whatever he wants. Free reign. HabsCast, not so much. You're on probation right now for the other night. Had we scored in the first 10 shots versus three power plays, it would have been an entirely different game. Probably. Yeah. What an effort to come back and get that point. These guys are something. Absolutely. That's the way I look at it. I'm looking at the glass half full on this one. Yeah, Kucherov does seem to get a lot of points against the Habs, and I'm sick of it, to be honest with you. We should be happy with the point. Hopefully they step up versus Florida. Slaf has been nothing short of amazing. Neil Mack. I agree. Very happy with the point. It wasn't looking good for a while. You think? So long as you don't call Cappy Kapanen? Yeah, I know way. Same guy that comes up with Kapanen and calls Logan Mayu, which is how you say it, Mayu. So, whatever. His uncle was called Kapanen, his cousins, his dad. Why would change it now? In fact, someone was saying they asked him, and he said, it's Kapanen. Oh, okay. I remember my first composite stick sheared into pieces the second shift. I used it after a light cross check. Yeah. Would anyone now want to trade Slaf for Cooley? Never did want to. Slaf is the man. Well, you're the man, Bart. You're Bart, man. How can Slaf be the man if you're the man? How can Slaf possibly be the man if you're the man, as Dave Letterman used to say? I wish they still sold aluminum instead of composite. Yeah, I know why. Emil, big win tonight. I thought it was. We're lucky to have Slaf and sign for years to come. That is gonna look like a bargain. Already does. It's already a bargain. Like Matthews is making like almost double of what he is. Put that in perspective. Susie and Cole are missing Slaf a lot. Yeah, well, they never missed him before. They always managed before to be productive and good whenever Slaf wasn't on the line. So suck it up, boys. Get her going. Doc will be back with them soon enough, I think. Slaf will hover around a point per game for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think so. And again, it's too small a sample size to get worked up about. Have there not been some good shots? Like, is it him weak on breakaways, or the guys that are on the breakaways making nice shots? Like, it takes two to tango. They're not taking the puck and hitting it in like a pool shot, like a what mile an hour, and it's squeaking by him. Like, what's weak on breakaways exactly mean? Because he's let a few in, then he's weak on breakaways. Like, I didn't see it was a horrible shot. Anyway. If he starts letting in soft shots on breakaways, and it's happening all year, then I'll start to worry about it. Michael Mongoose, that's a good name. Yeah, Sheldon, I agree. I think he'll be close to a point per game. Well, the way he's playing, holy frig. Yeah, mind you, it still wasn't, the puck hit the ref, yes, but that was at their blue line too. They still had to come down and score. Matheson, what was he doing in overtime? Cappy's out at the red line, and I don't know. Mike Matheson's a trooper. He plays big minutes, but every game there's got to be a couple of, what are you thinking moments with him, right? Like, they've got control of the puck. It's about the whole overtime. He's got the puck in the ozone, dead end, and he tries to, I don't know what he tried to do instead of just passing it back to Kapanen, getting off the ice and keeping it rolling. But luckily, who made the great play? Was it Slaf? Somebody ended up stealing the puck back, and they survived it. But Matheson on one of the goals against, a little bit too. They really played those guys a ton. Strubs was decent tonight, but the ice time, it was Hudson every second shift there by the third period. Strubs played 8:51, Jack Ice 7:15. It's not a lot of ice. What, we got a little teal thing here. What's going on? This is a new JG9 goat. Remember the arrows you took back in 2022 when you said Slaf was the right choice? Good on you, Grant. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the contribution. Cheers to you, JG Goat. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the nice comment. Yeah, I was ostracized for wanting Slaf. Media, fans, like, it was bad. And people, oh, how can you? Like, I was critical of Wright's defensive play, and you're, because they thought that Wright was going to be the guy. I was just the worst man in the world for, being critical of a young man. And hey, I just had to call it like it was. I had to let people know he's the wrong guy. He's not the right choice. This is important. Drafts in Montreal, first pick in the draft. Canadians got to get it right. No, he's not the next Patrice Bergeron, unlike what some media members said. And then that became he was not. He wasn't. He was the Patrice Bergeron. And, you know, I really had doubts that Wright could even play center, first top two center in the NHL, and I still have those doubts. Like, and what have they been doing? They picked Catton. They picked, they keep picking centers, right? So what? Misa, Catton. Like, guess who's not going to be a first line center in a or a top two center for Seattle? It's not going to be. It is not going to be that man. I can guarantee you that. They didn't get Misa. No, sorry, Jake O'Brien. That's who I meant to say. Jake O'Brien. If they thought that would they have picked centers with their top two picks back to back again since Wright? No, because they can see Shane Wright's not going to be a top two center in the NHL, and Slaf might be 100-point power forward. Like, I wouldn't shock me. That's for sure. Let's get to a few more questions here. I ended up going down too far. Would have been easy for the management taking the consensus pick. What do you mean the consensus pick? The consensus pick, he went 4th overall, and if Seattle doesn't take him, he drops out of the top 10. The consensus pick, not in the NHL circles. And that's what matters. Scouts, NHL teams were onto it. I talked to guys that were picking right after. Several teams that I knew guys that are part of it, and they've also said our intel was that if Seattle passes, and even their scouting staff wanted to pass on him, and management said, no, you're taking Wright, like ownership. Wright doesn't go in the top 10. So there was no consensus. And I kept I kept telling from I don't know, April on, like, I had Slaf 1st overall in January of that year, from January on. And I was it was nuts, the blowback that I got from that. And and the media right up until probably till, and I kept saying, wait till Bob comes out with his final list, because I think you'll be surprised, because Bob, polls NHL scouts, and I know NHL scouts, and none of them thought that Wright was going first. And Bob's final had it split 50-50. So there was finally some doubt in the media. Oh, well, maybe Wright doesn't go 1st overall. Yeah, you think? Maybe not. It would have been crazy to take him first. I even had Ostlund ahead of him, Noah Ostlund. And you watch, he's already now up to the second line in Buffalo. Lindy Ruff loves him. He's going to be a hell of a player too. Better than Wright. Mark, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, please. Yes, please do that. I don't, it says $7.99 on X. Probably not that many there, but there's quite a few watching on X. And if you are, slide on over, join the 180 that are here on the YouTube live chat, and hit the like and subscribe button, hype button, All those things. By the way, Robert Trask today posted his first article. Bob used to write for me back when I had recruits going, and he's really good. We've only had 44 people read this article so far, but it's excellent. I made it free, and it's on my Patreon page. Go check out his article. It gives you an idea of what you can be expecting from Bob the rest of the year. He's an excellent writer and just a great. He's retired now, and he's just a great, passionate, analytical Habs fan. And I made this one free, but it gives you an idea of what you're going to be getting article-wise on my Patreon page, in addition to all of the scouting videos I'm going to put up there. And it's all exclusive to Patreon members. But also, if you become a YouTube member, a member of our YouTube channel here, I will gift you a free membership to the Patreon page too. So you more than get your $4.50 worth, or however much it is a month, $4.50, I think. It's not much to subscribe to the YouTube, but send me an email if you do at grant@habscast.ca. I'll gift you a free Patreon subscription. You'll be able to get to read all of Bob's articles going forward, because I'm going to start. They're not going to be free anymore. They're just going to be exclusive for YouTube, YouTube channel members and my Patreon members. Bolduc needs to pay his dues on the third line when Doc comes back. Yeah, probably. Clearly, they don't want Bolduc on the top line. Well, should they? Clearly, the top line hasn't been the same since he's been on it. So is that just coincidence? I don't know. Probably not. Rick, I think we will soon see Lane Hudson play all 5 minutes OT. He's a machine, eh, Rick? You watching this on your phone there, buddy? Or you borrow Olivia's laptop or what? Glad to see you. Glad to see you in the land of the living there, buddy. Jake Parker. Caulfield aren't close to the same without Slaf, and Slaf is better off without them. Habs got to find a first-line winger for them, because 13-14 slow down Slaf. I want Voronkov. Well, there you go. Well, tell you what. First line is Kapanen, Demidov, and Slaf is what, and or at the very least 1A, at the very least 1B. The two best wingers on this team, perhaps now, and certainly in the future, Demidov and Slaf. So, what do? Do you put them with Suzuki and put Caulfield with Cappy? I wouldn't do that. I keep that line together. Doc has to get an audition with them when he comes back. I didn't necessarily want that before, but it's clear that they need. I don't think the solution's on the team right now. I'm surprised they haven't tried Anderson yet. They've done that in the past, and Josh is playing pretty well. Throw him up with those two. Surprised that they went with Texier instead, because I don't know. Texier doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies. He had 2 really good games, but the rest of them, I don't know. He's been okay, but getting back to seeing the inconsistencies of his game, in my opinion. I don't get the notorious common theme of exploding sticks. Are some players using a lower flex? I don't know, but I'm tired of it. Seems to seems to haunt the Canadians way too often. Yeah. Hope to see Demidov keep up his play, build on his rookie scoring lead. Yeah, that'd be nice, eh? Be nice if he had like about a 20-point lead on Schaefer to at least make it debatable. Hopefully. Do I think Jack Guy should get more ice time? More than 7 minutes, but don't forget he had to serve 5 in the box there. Jack Guy's playing okay. Yeah, I think Struble should get more than 8 minutes too. Those two should be playing 10 to 12 anyways. I don't think Carrier should be getting double their ice time or more, personally. Everyone says we need a second line center. The real thing we need is a complementary piece for the first line. Well, not everyone. I've been saying that for a while now. Kid line will only get better with time. I agree. Quite a few people on here, Anthony, are actually echoing what you said and what I've been saying too. Maybe people on Twitter, for the most part, don't, but media, influenced by media, a lot of them. King Konsky. Try to pronounce that quickly 5 times or even once. Anderson should be with Coffin. Well, see what I just say. No, I didn't read this first. But M3LO did whatever the hell your name is. We're on the same page there. At this point, why not throw him up there? Habs need Gooley back. Absolutely. Yeah. They need Doc back. They need Gooley back. And yeah, they do. Maybe another guy sent down after a Jack Eye loss. Ottawa traded McEwen after he got whooped. Yeah. Savarin. Yeah, could be. 175 people here. That's a nice number on the HabsCast. Keep on showing up, folks. Hi, Grant. Nice to see you again. Sebastian. Slaf has more skill than Ratnan? Yeah. Maybe. Very similar. Yeah. He's got a pile of skill. Dano won the face-off to tie the game. Bud. Oh, Bud. So he played a great game then because he won a face-off? Okay. So we got to know it all among us here, right? Have a little break, buddy. I think you're right, Grant. The Habs need a winger for the first line. Yep, they do. First line sucks without him. Cole is losing his swagger. Ah, well. They're just in a little bit of a lull here too. Don't worry, they'll bounce back. They had lots of success without Slaf beside them before, so let's not just all blame it all on Slaf leaving. They can get it figured out. But they need the right winger, and clearly Bolduc's not that. Age to the first line. Yeah, maybe, eh? The kid line looks like the first line they have for a few now. 1 point worked for me. Roger! Cheers, buddy. They played against the crunch of Syracuse defense. Yeah, I know. A great comeback point. Yeah, Tampa was missing 4 defensemen tonight. And it looked like it. The Habs were all over them. They held Tampa to 3 shots in the first period. Like it was pretty dominant. They needed to get a goal, and then the crap that happened in the second period. And I mean, at one point there too, I'm thinking like, do backup goalies always play well against Montreal? Like he kept them in there, and but he looked like a backup goal, a little more like a backup goalie in the third there, letting in 4 goals. 18 points in his last 16 for Slaf, 3 straight multi-point games, on pace for 28 goals and 60 assists. That's sweet. Did Bolduc even play? Yeah. Bolduc is a third liner at this point. Or a fourth. You know, let's not forget last year on a St. Louis team that this year isn't even in the playoffs. He was on the fourth line. And in the playoffs, the Winnipeg game went to double overtime. He played 7 minutes. I think it was the entire game. Like, he was the 12th forward on St. Louis last year for most, you know, he did end up getting on the power play and he had some success with Robert Thomas. But besides that, he was a fourth liner for the majority, all but a couple of games. And so to expect him at 22 in really his second year to play on a contender's first line is asking a lot, right? Got to be patient with him too. There's some things he's still got to get better, learn some things. Hey, Giselle. Seems like Suzuki and Caulfield are missing Slaf. Hopefully Doc can step in. I agree. Oh, here's what I just, was commenting on. Yeah, Bolduc might be a fourth liner. Yeah, that's okay. I don't have an issue with that. Like it depends, right? Does Anderson play ahead of him? If Anderson's on your third line with Doc and Deneau, or not with Doc and Deneau, with Newhook and Deneau. And I was thinking that today, and then there's even Texier too, right? So he's got to be ahead of Texier, Doc, Deneau, Newhook. He's got to be ahead of at least 2 of those guys, and maybe not when everybody's back. And that's okay. It means the depth, getting good depth. First line, Colin Kirby. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think Kirby's going to wood sticks, not plastic ones. Yeah. Cooch is smug. Yes, he's good, but can't stand him. Yeah. What makes for truly great games is when we see that the players have heart. Absolutely. I'm not going to go too long here, folks. Young lad, the young lad's working like 8 straight days, and he needs some play time down here. So I'm going to wrap it up real soon here. As usual, Grant, thanks for getting on here and entertaining us fans. Hey, Trevor, thank you. I appreciate that. I would have loved to got the second point, but I'm happy with 1 point. Right on, Darren. The shootout is so bad, such a stupid way to end the game. Yeah, I agree. The Kucherov Cup. Yeah. How long before teams forbid certain sticks? What's up with the Suzuki line not producing? Well. Hudson was on the ice for almost half the game. The fact that there are good defensemen somewhat compensate for the lack of a true second line center. That's like, that's going to be become Cappy's nickname, eh? True second line center Kapanen. Anderson already has been tried on the top line, the power play. I think they picked someone else. He hasn't been tried on the top line this year. Not for long. Not for more than a few shifts. What's this? Apple tile? Anderson can skate with anyone in the league. Yeah. Yeah, he can bang and crash. He's been playing pretty well lately. Oh, what's this? Jay Levine, $6.99. Thank you, Jay. Keeping Slaf and Demidov together seems like a must now. That's your number one line now, and that might not change back. No, I agree. I think we got ourselves a line, actually, all three. Need changes in the bottom six for sure. Once the big contracts are up, yeah, there are going to be some changes coming. Might even see a deal or two. Yeah, Wright would have dropped out of the top 10 if Seattle didn't take him. That was the word on the street. Monty back in or back with Fowler? Well, why wouldn't it be Doby? It's either Monty or Doby on Tuesday, I think. No? I'd Slaf, but didn't see him as a point per game. Oh, I think he will be. Character building evening. Very much so. You hated Slaf. Why would you hate Slaf? Because people said that he didn't have offense because they were clueless. I blasted too. I wanted Slav Cooley. Anyone that watched, oh yeah, in the junior playoffs. No, he was lazy. Oh my God. He was on the ice. It was a ridiculous amount. 3.5 goals a game or something. Just absolutely putrid defensively in the playoffs. And not just in the playoffs, just down the stretch. Kid's line is always in motion and playing at a high rate of speed, unlike Suzuki Caulfield. Very impressive. I know, way. It's nuts. All right. Unfortunately, folks, here I really do have to get rolling soon. Thank you, Jay Levine, for the contribution. That's very generous of you. Same with JG Goat. Thank you. And oh, Michael, $5. I appreciate it, my friend. Every bit helps here. I'm going to get some caps made up, some HabsCast caps, I think. And Grant kills me. Oh, there you go. You kill me too, DYT. Go Habs, go. Is this young lad your son? Jesus. Is that any of your business? Raquel is available 2 years, 5. Okay. Only 40 likes, guys. You have to leave the chat a few seconds to like. There you go. Let's get the Sherwoods out, eh? Yeah, Anderson hasn't been great on the first line, but those guys did still produce with him on the line at times. So, like I say, they produced without Slav. So somebody was on the line that wasn't Bolduc. So try some other people out. From profile view, Lane looks like a zipper. Where does he get his energy? Thanks for the post-game chat, DYT. No problem. Okay. Good night, Marlon. How the tables have turned a month ago. Slaf wasn't good enough for the first line. Now the first line is chasing the Slaf line. Slaf hates Demidov next year. No, afraid not, my friend. Okay, well, listen, I did promise that I would keep it to an hour for the young lad. It's been an hour. So thanks for everything. Oh, Caulfield almost won it in OT. Would have been good for his confidence. I know. Don't worry. There's still a little bit of a slump right now. Actually, they're still getting, hasn't been that bad. Like, what the hell? Like, what's Caulfield? Caulfield's like top 40 scoring still, right? What's he got lately? Like, he's been picking up assists. Last 5, what? Yeah. 3 of his last 4 he had points before tonight, so it's not totally going in tank. Don't worry, he'll get rolling again here. Fort George, $10. Go Habs, go. Right on, Fort George. I appreciate all of the contributions as always, folks. Rodney, great show. Keep it up, Rick. Thank you. Yeah. Glass laugh party. There you go. Yeah. Sherwood, the Sticks, or the guy from Vancouver. The Sticks. Good night. See you on Tuesday. All right. Yeah, Tuesday night, folks. I gotta go. Thanks again. Go Habs, go. Tuesday night. I might do something post game of the next Canada game too. We'll see. But it's Denmark. I don't know if I will or not. We'll see. But for sure after the next Habs game. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night. Go Habs, go. And we will talk to you soon.